just started training camp, and here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now left side on the swing pass. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Burrow. The screen pass here to Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
You ain't got nothing. So Max number one. Drop deep.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. He earns on the completion, but now they face third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Throwing on first down, Carmichael. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
There we go. That's a touchdown.
Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furious.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Here we go. 11.
On third down, Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack at 2nd and 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm going to hit you.
Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Off the play fake. Carmichael. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Off play action. Carmichael. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? 11.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Ready?
Burrow will throw. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's going to be out down inside the 20. At the 50. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tyler Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
There we go.
Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to the receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who puts it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. Just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Carmichael. And his throw here's incomplete. So we reach halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Off the play fake. Carmichael. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Off play action. Carmichael escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He completes it to Boyd. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now it's Burrow. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Burrow's throw taken in by Palmer. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Burks has it left side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Again, it's Burrow. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Come on.
This unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay,
Bosa.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Wow, that ball gets knocked
Fred.
free, but a teammate comes along and
Fred
scoops it
Warner.
up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. We're kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here?
Get JT some carries.
Yeah, go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, he bowls over it, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Come on, JT. Come on.
So 1st and 10.
The block.
And the score on this drive might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. And we're back now in Charlotte. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. Open net is Waddle complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. Back to throw. Carmichael. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Philadelphia.
Go.
Jonathan Taylor. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Still 40 catch.
4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
He blinking.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Complete. It's Johnson. Still going. They can't stop him. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch.
How did that happen, though? I don't understand.
1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The defense showing some anger after
Don't run the
giving
ball.
up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow.
Bosa. Quinn Williams. That's 2.
Quinn Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is
Let's go.
number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen.
Oh, Brett.
Losing yardage here, back at the
Oh, tree.
21-yard
Take it.
line.
Take those.
A loss of a yard.
Oh, they gotta go for it.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown.
Get back.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Jair.
So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass.
Go, Jair. Come on.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it?
What the fuck he get? Yeah, catch that. Diggs.
Mark him down at the 49. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I thought I turned up that post. Yes, sir.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Can't guard him. Can't guard him.
Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. They'll try and throw for it. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost
Why you keep saying that, though?
Something was said this
Just let me win.
And they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Yeah, I know it. Check to that.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
JOK.
Losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end. It's
Fred.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone. On the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go. They've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well.
Over the middle, and there's a diving.
Oh, just Jettis.
And he's taken down, but able to slip
Where's the touchdown right here?
35.
Touchdown right here. Never mind.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Burrow will throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Off the play fake. Carmichael. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught at the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's
Waddle.
This thing is ugly. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey.
Uh-oh. Quinn Williams. Let's get it.
It's the final Week 2 matchup, and we'll see Green Bay looking for their 5th straight win over Detroit. The Lions and Packers are headed your way next on Monday night.
Historic Lambeau Field fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater. Going deep this time for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one complete to Scott Miller. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Throwing, Bridgewater. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Go, Logan.
That catch good for only a couple. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Open man is Higgins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020 in his 2nd season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The numbers for Mixon last week, the hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He can't get him down. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They'll try the air now with Herbert. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon again, and this time he is in. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Going up top for Miller. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. First down, Bridgewater. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This is Penny. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it.
And he'll take this one in for the Packer touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And now here's Ross. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds. Let's go. What will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. On the return, Phillips. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fournette once more on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2nd and 4. To Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Throw left side taken in by Miller. That catch good for only a couple.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Play to win.
A big play there for Detroit.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Nixon will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. On the return, Phillips. And he returns this to the 22.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll find Miller. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. To throw, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Flush to his right. Room past the 20, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Damn, Herbert.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. On the return, Phillips. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best just have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Bridgewater's throw taken in by Miller. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. So we have reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. And they're going to speed things up here on 1st down. Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
T.J. Hawkinson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And they'll run again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now following the touchdown. Richter to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Bridgewater on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fournette running out of the gun. Able to slither by. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Here we go. Darnell Mooney. Second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Fournette. Busts through the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here. We got this.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Mooney. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This goes out wide from Mixon. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Back now at Lambeau. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 27 yards. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. On the return, Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Bridgewater. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And it's a Packers touchdown. Scotty Miller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal. Does that look like an easy 3 points? Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. But that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. The Lions on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, head coach. He wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. On the return, Phillips. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and 4?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and it's defense. I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Extra point up and through. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Lions. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back to Mixon on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this will be caught by Mooney. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to...
They're going to be so mad.